Have you ever found yourself stuck in a relationship with someone who causes you pain but somehow keeps pulling you back in? Toxic relationships are marked by patterns of harmful behaviors, including emotional manipulation and verbal or psychological abuse. These relationships can be romantic, familial, or even platonic, and they create a confusing and damaging loop that is extremely hard to break. The most challenging part is that toxic relationships can feel good at times, adding to the confusion and making it even harder to leave. Recognizing the stages of a toxic relationship can help you understand what's happening and decide what steps to take next. Stage 1. Idealization. It all seems perfect, but it's deceptive. Toxic relationships often begin by appearing perfect. Your partner showers you with compliments, affection, gifts, and grand gestures, saying things like, "I've never felt this way before," or "You're my soulmate." This phase is known as idealization. The intensity of their affection, often characterized by love bombing, is designed to make you dependent on their validation. They create a fairy tale scenario that makes you believe you've found the perfect partner. During this stage, they might also ask about your fears or secrets, not to build genuine intimacy, but to use them against you later. It's a trap to make you feel special and quickly bond with them, creating an emotional dependency. This overwhelming affection and attention can be disorienting, making you question whether it's too good to be true. The truth is, it often is. This stage sets the groundwork for the emotional manipulation that will follow, making you crave the initial high of their affection and making it harder to recognize the toxic behaviors that will soon emerge. Stage 2. Devaluation. The criticism and control. Start. Once a toxic manipulator knows they have you hooked, things quickly take a turn for the worse. They engage in devaluation as a means to assert control and power over you. Suddenly, they become harsh and critical, pointing out your flaws and making hurtful comments. The personal information you shared with them during the idealization phase is now used against you, with them throwing your biggest insecurities back in your face. This shift can be incredibly confusing and painful, as the person who once made you feel on top of the world is now tearing you down. You might start to blame yourself for their behavior, thinking if only you could be better, they would treat you kindly again. Trying to meet their ever-changing demands becomes an endless task, leaving you feeling worse about yourself. With your self-esteem lowered, it becomes easier for them to control you and stop you from standing up for yourself. You might even start to believe you're not good enough and don't deserve better, which is exactly what they want. This stage can be emotionally devastating, eroding your confidence and making it difficult to see the reality of the situation. Stage 3. Manipulation, twisting reality, and making you feel guilty. In a toxic relationship, manipulation is often subtle but deeply damaging. Your partner might twist situations to make you feel guilty or to get their way. They play mind games, lie, or withhold information, creating a sense of confusion and doubt within you. Phrases like, "If you really loved me, you would," or "You're imagining things," are commonly used to control you and make you question your own reality. They justify their behavior by saying things like, "You're making me act this way," or "I only do this because I care," making it seem like their harmful actions are your fault. This gaslighting tactic makes you doubt your perceptions and memories, causing you to rely more on their distorted version of reality. Over time, this can erode your self-confidence and make you feel trapped. You might find yourself constantly second-guessing your feelings and decisions, always walking on eggshells to avoid their wrath. This manipulation can make you feel isolated and dependent, further entrenching you in the toxic cycle. Stage 4. Isolation. Cutting you off from loved ones. As the relationship progresses, the manipulator may start to isolate you from your friends and family. They might say things like, "They don't really care about you," or "I'm the only one who truly understands you." By doing this, they gain more control over you and limit your support system. This isolation can be gradual, making you spend less time with loved ones and more time with the toxic person. You might notice you're distancing yourself from people who care about you, driven by the manipulator's insistence that others are bad influences or don't have your best interests at heart. This tactic makes you more dependent on them for emotional support, further entrenching their control. Ask yourself, have I distanced myself from loved ones because of this relationship? Do I feel alone? A healthy relationship should expand your world, not shrink it. This isolation can make it harder to leave, as you feel more alone and less supported. Recognizing this stage is crucial for understanding the extent of the manipulator's control and taking steps to reconnect with your support network. Stage 5. Reverse discard. Pushing you to end it and playing the victim. When the manipulator feels bored or realizes you're seeing through their lies, they might use the reverse discard tactic. Instead of ending things directly, they manipulate you into breaking up with them. They frustrate or upset you with neglect, constant criticism, or withholding affection. They might nitpick your appearance or actions, making you feel unappreciated, or become emotionally distant, making you feel ignored and unloved. Their goal is to push you to the point where you decide to end the relationship. This way, they avoid responsibility and get to play the victim, claiming they were abandoned. This also leaves the door open for them to come back later if they feel like it, a tactic known as hovering. This tactic is about power, control, and protecting their image. By making you initiate the breakup, they can avoid blame and maintain their sense of superiority. This manipulation can be incredibly confusing and damaging, leaving you questioning your decision and feeling guilty for ending the relationship. Stage 6. Direct discard, abruptly cutting you off. If the reverse discard tactic doesn't work and you still stay, enduring their abuse, they may eventually discard you directly. In this stage, they abruptly reject you, making you chase after them. As bad as it sounds, some manipulators do this to keep you as a backup while they seek out a new partner to manipulate. Our brains are wired to want things that seem out of reach, so when they act distant, they appear more valuable and desirable, making it hard for us to leave. Once they find someone new, they might suddenly cut you off, leaving you feeling blindsided. They may even publicly humiliate you, making a big scene of dumping you or blaming you for everything. This tactic makes them feel powerful while making you feel worthless. This sudden rejection can be shocking and deeply hurtful, leaving you feeling devastated and confused. Understanding this stage can help you prepare emotionally and seek support to navigate the aftermath. Stage 7. Healing. Starting the recovery process. Being discarded can leave you feeling devastated and confused. Even if you're the one who cut ties and walked away, you might still feel hurt and overwhelmed by what-ifs and should-haves. You might question your self-worth and wonder what you did wrong. It's common to feel a mix of relief and pain as the toxic cycle is finally broken, but the emotional wounds remain. Understanding and learning from this experience is essential. By acknowledging the toxicity and its impact on your well-being, you can begin the journey towards healing. This stage is marked by seeking support, reframing your perspective, and recognizing that you are not defined by that toxic relationship. Embrace your worth, practice self-care, set better boundaries, and come out the other side happier, more empowered, and with healthier relationships. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Whether you are currently navigating a toxic relationship, healing from past wounds, or supporting someone else in their recovery, know that there is hope and support available. If you found this video valuable, leave a like and share it with others. Comment your thoughts down below and subscribe to our channel for more content on mental wellness and relationships, like hidden signs your past trauma is still hurting you and 6 things to know about your crush before dating. Thanks for watching.